Have you ever heard that saying that one man's junk is another man's treasure? Today I'm going to be sharing a personal story about how I sold not only the stuff and the junk and the clutter that was all around my house, but I sold everything that I own so that I could travel around the world living as a nomad with everything I own fitting in the trunk of my car. So if you've ever felt overwhelmed by the stuff that you have laying around, or maybe you have a storage locker full of stuff that you want to get rid of, then this is going to be the video for you on how you can turn all of that unwanted stuff, junk, clutter, into cash. Also, in today's economy, I know a lot of people have maybe some credit card debt you want to pay off, or maybe you want to take a vacation. Why not turn the stuff that you're not using into some cash for your pocket? 2 years ago, after my husband passed away unexpectedly, I didn't want to live in the house that we occupied together. And so I made a life-changing decision to sell everything that I owned so that I could travel around the world. We had a lot of timeshare points banked. And so now I spend my time in timeshares, in various resorts around the world. And now I'm starting to do a lot more cruising. And if you'd also like to follow me on those journeys, hit that subscribe button. It's free. Like and leave any comments below. For me, this process took about 10 months from the time I made the decision until the time I handed over the keys to my house. And I will say it wasn't exactly easy, but it was incredibly rewarding. And I was shocked at how much all of my stuff actually added up to. I'm going to tell you how I did it and how you can too. I'll give you what happened before the garage sale, or in my case, it was an estate sale. I'll share with you what I did to kind of maximize the money that I made, and then what I did to have a successful garage sale. Before I share what I did, let me first say that individuals who frequent garage sales or show up to your garage sale, they're not big spenders. Some people are professional garage sellers and they're looking to buy and flip items. Other people are just looking for a deal. And whatever you have something priced at, trust me, they're going to offer you less. So as you are pricing items, just know that you can never raise the price of something, but you can always drop the price of something. Oops, I forgot to mention, these stickers were the hot ticket when it came to pricing everything, since the prices are all pre-printed on color-coded stickers. I'll drop an affiliate link down below in the description just in case it's something that will help you out at your sale as well. Because the individuals who actually show up to the garage sale are looking for that killer deal, I actually had a lot of success by selling items that were I would say more than $25 in value. I sold them individually on Facebook Marketplace. It was super simple to list items on Facebook Marketplace. It's hitting your general location, and that way you're taking care of selling one item at a time and getting a lot more for it than you would get if that item were at your garage sale. I found that items like furniture, electronic equipment, kitchen appliances, collectibles, antiques, they all sold really well on the marketplace, and you'll sell it for a lot more money. Just be really clear about writing the description of the item. Take some really good photographs. And then I do, in another video on this channel, I talk about the specific language that I used in my description to get rid of the scammers. You will be contacted by scammers. Just know that that's going to happen. You'll recognize them pretty quickly. Never accept anything except for cash payment at time of pickup. I made thousands of dollars more by selling those items individually than I know I would have if I had put them into the main estate sale that I had. The next thing I did after getting rid of all of the stuff that I could online, I organized the garage sale so I could handle everything else. So I'm going to give you some tips for how you can maximize your garage sale. And I will say the most important things are how to organize it and advertise it. The cool thing is you can get rid of everything all at once, all in the same day. And I was shocked at how much I ended up with at the end of the day. So let's start with staging. You're going to want to group like items together. So clothing in one section, if you have tools, put the tools in another section, all of your kitchen stuff in another section. And as you're staging, it's a good idea to keep everything up off the floor rather than just throwing a blanket down on the driveway or throwing a blanket down on the floor. And you'll see in a video that I'm going to share here in a second, there were some stuff that I still had to have on the floor because I was selling everything. But here's something that I did do. I went onto Facebook Marketplace and I found someone who was selling like those utility tables that fold out to like 6 feet and 8 feet. And I bought about 8 utility tables for $20 each. And when the sale was over, I was able to sell each of those tables for $20. If you don't get lucky enough to buy some used tables, one of the things you can also do is just borrow some card tables or utility tables from maybe some friends, neighbors, relatives, or something like that. Another thing that's really important to do when you're staging all of your items is funnel the flow of traffic into a small area and out of a small area. So place tables in such a way that people can't enter or leave from the sides. Sadly, if there's a lot of people at your sale, people are going to be coming in from all directions, and two things happen. Number one, it's kind of hard to tell who's paid and who hasn't paid. And I know for a fact that there were things, even though I tried to funnel people through a small section, there's still stuff that's going to go out the door without being paid for. But you can minimize that and hopefully eliminate that if you funnel everyone in and out a small area. And then here's the second thing that was key that I didn't do, and that is have plenty of help for your sale. I had no idea that I was going to have 200 to 300 people show up at my house for the sale, and I didn't have anywhere near enough help. So it was difficult to see who had already paid because I didn't know if they paid with the other person. And because there were so many people and all wanting to pay for everything all at once, it got pretty confusing. So make sure to have some friends or family help you. And if the sale is huge and you have a lot of people, you're going to appreciate that help. And if it's not, then you have a fun time visiting with friends and family. So what did I do to get that many people at my sale? First of all, I will say it depends on where you live. Are you in the country? Are you in a city? Are you in the suburbs? What part of the nation or country are you located? I think every geographical area may be a little bit different. I was living in a suburb of Phoenix at the time of my sale. So I was living in an area that was fairly populated. So I just want to put that out there just so that you know by comparison. But what worked really, really well for me, again, is Facebook Marketplace. 2 days before my sale, I listed the sale in Facebook Marketplace, and I put very detailed description of what I was selling, and especially kind of the specialty items. I had like a knee scooter if you have ankle surgery or something like that. So a knee scooter, crutches, a walker. I had some of those medical type devices, power tools, maybe small kitchen appliances, any antiques or collectibles. If you're listing clothing, put what size the clothing is and maybe what type of clothing it is. When you list all of that stuff, people will know if you're selling something that they want. And I will say that I had a lot of people who showed up at my sale specifically because I listed those items. Also on Facebook Marketplace, you have the ability to put a 1-minute video. So here is a this is my video. This is me running through my house. Again, I'm selling everything that I own. And so I wanted to at least give people an idea of how much stuff was there, and they can pause the video or slow the video down if they want to see specifically what the items look like. In addition to Facebook Marketplace, you can also advertise in things like Craigslist or Nextdoor. There's also a very popular app, and I've not used it, but I think it's called Yard Sale Treasure Map. So those individuals who want to hit a lot of sales, they can actually map out their route. But also just Google or search your app store for various apps that might be available to you to advertise your sale, and it's free to advertise the sale. Also talk to other friends, neighbors, relatives who are in the area and see what they suggest for marketing your sale. And don't forget to put out some colorful street signs starting at the nearest major road or major intersection near your house. And here's another little tip that I also will do is if you attach some helium balloons to your sign. When people are driving by or riding a bicycle, most people are in a hypnotic state, and the movement of balloons above your sign will attract their eyes, and then they'll see that sign that you have posted for your yard sale. I hope that this was helpful in learning how to organize your sale, how to stage everything, how to maximize the profits with the larger ticket items, and how to advertise and get more people to your sale. I will say it was an exhausting process, but it was actually a lot of fun, and I was surprised by how much I was able to make by doing much of this work by myself together with the help of friends. And plus, it was really awesome to see my belongings. And again, I was selling everything, not just the stuff that I don't use. It was so rewarding for me to see my stuff going to amazing people who I knew were going to appreciate it. They were so grateful for the opportunity to have this item in their home. That was hugely rewarding for me. And I want to give one more quick reminder also. I realize now that everything I own fits in one tiny little storage locker in Arizona and the trunk of my car. Having made that transition from having my house and my stuff, remember that life is not about the stuff that you own or the possessions that you have. It's about the experiences that you get to enjoy. It's about the friendships that you make. And it's really important to always keep that in perspective. It's not about the stuff, it's about the experiences. Having sold everything, I am now living the dream. I am traveling to amazing places like St. Martin, Florida quite a bit, one transatlantic cruise so far, and I am planning another transatlantic cruise in just a couple of weeks. And if you want to follow me in my journeys, again, hit that subscribe button. I also share other ways that you can add some income to your family budget. And so if you want to follow me, hit that subscribe button, like this video, comment below, ask any questions below. I do review those comments. I love having this community following along with me. And with that, I'll wrap up this video and I'll see you in the next one.